Welcome Soha Ali Khan to Hindustan Times, and I'm very excited to talk about your new book. Otherwise, I had a thought I'll talk to you about some film or something, but this is the first time talking to you for a book, which was not that much expected. So you are out with a children's book, which is Inni and Bobo, and you plan more books in the series?
Yes, we think that there are many adventures that these two principal characters can go on, Inni and Bobo. So this is just the beginning. And in fact, the second one is already written and will be out hopefully in September. The third one is we're in the process of writing. As you know, Kunal and I are writing these together. So we have an idea for the third one. And we're writing that. And we think, as I said, we can write hundreds of stories. I mean, they can have unlimited adventures.
So is Bobo a real dog?
Bobo is inspired by a number of dogs that we have been fortunate to come across in our time together, Kunal and myself and Inaaya. We have grown up always with animals, both Kunal and myself. And we've been fortunate in the last few years also to grow up around adopted animals, dogs. Through our association with an NGO called World for All, based out of Mumbai. We adopted two dogs, Nimki and Mishti, from them, and they've brought a lot of joy into our lives.
Who is Inaaya's closest friend right now? A dog, a parent, a friend?
She, I have to say, if I'm being honest, I think the people that she's closest to at the moment are myself and Kunal. Apart from that, she is very committed to the moment, but she does have one friend that she's very close to, that she's known since, they were really unable to speak, and to watch them grow up together over the past 3.5, 4 years has been amazing.
Inaaya comes across as a very well-mannered child, a very quiet and very happy child. So is there still a quality of hers you want to improve upon being a mom?
Quality of hers that I want to
improve upon. You want her to
No, I mean, she's 4 at the moment.
Yeah.
I would say that at the moment, when people say that, you're well behaved or that you're naughty or all these things, I mean, we try and avoid using words like good or naughty around her also. The idea is just to let her be, of course, to keep her safe, and of course, to teach her how to be respectful and to be empathetic and not to be rude. But in terms of who she is and her personality, I think it's constantly evolving, and I want it to evolve, so I don't want, at this point, I don't feel the need to improve her in any way. I want her to express herself. I want her to get to know herself and to be able to be herself. And then with time, we become sort of conditioned, and we become, what society expects us to be, what our parents expect us to be, what our teachers expect us to be. And I think there's time for that.
Okay. Soha, you have said in interviews that you do have your moments of mom guilt, but you don't say sorry to Inaaya while leaving home. So I'm a working mother too, and there are like millions of working mothers. So do you have any words of wisdom for those mothers who continue to fight guilt despite doing the best for their kids?
I think that the challenge now, at least for those of us who are fortunate, who have supportive infrastructure around us that enables us to pursue our ambitions. For us, the challenge is not, who will look after our child when we're at work, because we're lucky to have either staff, or we're lucky to have family. We're lucky to have supportive husbands or mothers-in-laws, or, whatever, a nanny, whoever you depend on, to let her be around others and to trust others. I think that is the trick, really, to be able to then go off and do the things that are important to you as well. So there's always an adjustment period. So I would say be kind to yourself. Understand that becoming a mother, becoming a parent is a very big thing. Sometimes we neglect our other passions, our other responsibilities when we become a mother. So slowly you'll find your way back.
Okay. Soha, you are an actor and Kunal is an actor too. So children imitate a lot. They copy a lot. They learn things very fast. So has she picked something from you which is like peculiar or funny?
Children are sponges, and they definitely imitate what they see. And the other day I said, Inaaya, you're so annoying. And now, of course, she's calling me annoying all the time. So I brought that upon myself.
Okay.
So you have to be careful with the words that you choose, because those words are going to be used. But you can see your tone of voice, your gestures, your language mirrored in your child often. But then also, I think with Inaaya, certainly she is also her own person. And there's lots of things that I wonder. I'm like, I'm not like that, and Kunal is not like that. Where does this come from? Her love of dressing up, for example, is not something that has come from me. Her love of like doing different hairstyles has certainly not come from me. So and not from Kunal either. So there's a lot of her own as well that's coming out now.
Okay, Inaaya is 4 and she must have spent like 2 years of her life in lockdown. These kids have not gone to school. These kids have like remained at home. So now they are like out in school. So what as a parent do you advise to other parents to like, how can they make their kids adjust with this social life, which they are like entering after 2 years of gap? It's very difficult for a child who is 4.
Inaaya had never been to school like that. She was going to a play school, but she really enjoyed her time at home. She had the comfort of being at home. She had online school, of course, which was an adjustment process for all of us, but she got to spend a lot of time with me and Kunal, which she definitely enjoyed. I think, as I said, I think I've seen friends who have older children and they really struggled. In terms of advice of getting back to quote unquote normal life, one thing is that, with schools being open, you just have to get back into it. Now people are becoming more relaxed when it comes to their masks as well, with COVID protocols as well. Perhaps there's another wave coming, they say in June. That remains to be seen. So I think that we still have to be vigilant, and we still have to put the health and safety of our unvaccinated children first. But we also have to let them now go out in the world and experience education, classes, holidays, trips, time with family, things that they haven't done for 2 years. We'll never get those 2 years back, but this is the time now to make the most of it, I would say. But always, I would say, don't not be vigilant, because COVID is not behind us per se, and these children are not vaccinated. So be vigilant. But I think that school is wonderful. It's very important, and I was very surprised that it took a long time for schools to open. When malls were open and cinemas were opening, schools were still shut. And I'm very, very, very happy that I don't have to be a teacher anymore, because I was not a very good teacher for 2 years.
That's need a lot of patience.
Yes.
So your Instagram, as well as Kunal's, comes across as the most genuine accounts in Bollywood. A very real, genuine account, which has hardly any very, very real. What should I say? So who do you think is the most genuine on Instagram, if not you?
I certainly know that there's a lot of my life that is not out there on Instagram. Some of it is out there in my book, for example, like when I spoke about certain things that I find hard to capture in pictures, because I'm just more comfortable with the written word in terms of expressing myself. When it comes to a photograph, I feel that there's a requirement for that picture to be perfect in so many ways. More than a video, more than a moving image, a photograph, I feel, is quite unforgettable, because it captures a moment in time forever. And sometimes that moment can be something that you are not comfortable sharing, or that you're not happy with. And so, again, I would say, if you're looking for truth and honesty, perhaps Instagram is not the right place.
I use the word genuine for your video of you were like putting a face mask and something went wrong with the face mask. There was a filter.
That was not me. If you notice, that was Kunal who posted that.
Yes.
And I was not aware of a lot of the things. We embrace the parts of ourselves that are not perfect, that are not quote unquote classically beautiful. And it's important to be, who you are and wear your skin in a natural way. I think that is the healthy image to promote, so that when other young, impressionable people look at you, they understand that they don't have to, that kind of perfection is not real.
people were actually surprised you allowed it, because they, if you see the comments, they are like, they praise you for being so real and so genuine, from where my question came from. So we are looking
Yeah.
forward to such videos, really. And and also more books in the series, Inni and Bobo. So good
Yes.
luck for them, and hope to see some more work of yours.
I have done another show with Amazon called Hush Hush, which is directed by Tanuja Chandra, who's been amazing to work with, and I would like work with her in a heartbeat again. And there's a wonderful cast again with Shahana Goswami, Kritika Kamra, Karishma Tanna, Juhi Chawla, Aisha Julka, a bunch of very strong women in these roles. And of course, produced by Abudantia, and it will be on Amazon, I think, in a couple of months.
Okay. So looking forward to it, and good luck for more books and more films and more shows. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.